Hello everyone. In this video we will discuss about one development tool, that is GNU Debugger. The learning outcome is, after completing this session student will be able to understand GNU Debugger, how it is initialized. The development tools, there are various development tools. From that, one of the tool is GNU Debugger. It is used for targeting device, that is targeting embedded device. A typical embedded Linux distribution includes many useful tools. The major important problem of the tool is, some are complex and require a great deal of proficiency, but some tools are very easy to handle, but it is neglected by the developer. Some are very complex, but others are simple and have been all but ignored by developer for embedded system development. Some tools might require customization for particular environment. So if you are preferring different environment, so you have to customize that tool. Many will run right up to the box and provide the developer with useful information without much effort. So every tool, it's having its own functionality. The GNU debugger, that is, sometimes it is called as GDB. GDB is arguably the most important tool in the developer's toolbox. It is the best tool. Many developers prefer this GNU debugger tool. The low-level hardware-specific debugging support for a wide variety of architectures and microprocessors. Its support is for wide variety of architectures and microprocessors, because if you are using one target device, it will have simple embedded system, and one simple embedded system needs to have a controller or processor. So GNU debugger supports maximum architecture and various microprocessors. So this is the best tool. The GNU debugger is a complex program with many configuration options during the build process. It is little bit complex. Now let's talk about the core dump analysis using GDB. This is the core dump analysis. Concentrate on this command. So this line will execute it by executing this command. Now the first line shows how GDB was invoked from command line. Okay, so how GDB was invoked. That's why this command is used to invoke the GDB. Because of doing cross debugging, that needs the cross version of GDB that has been compiled for our host and target system. The core was generated by ./wbs. Now the program is terminated with signal 11. So how it is terminated, why is it is terminated? Let's talk about it. And concentrate on this line. This is also very useful line. Now after GDB prints several banner lines describing its configuration and other information, because in the previous slide it will show its configuration and all. GDB 6.3 Monta Vista. So these are the its configuration. Now it is having various files like libc, again linux.so. Now it prints the reason of the termination. It is terminated here at the signal 11. Segmentation fault is there. Now the reason of the termination is the signal 11, the indication of segmentation fault. The several lines follow as GDB loads the binary, the library it depends on, and the core files. These are the library and core files. The last line printed on upon GDB startup is the current location of the program where the fault occurred. Now this line is the line preceded by #0. This one, it is having one clear block and it is having one address. So this indicate the stack frame, and stack frame 0 in a function called clear block. So this is one function called clear block, means it is having stack frame 0, and 0x0012AC4 is what is the virtual address of that stack. Now concentrate on this line 43 star PTR equals to 0. Here also, and this one PTR. Now here the program error begins to present. Why? Where is the error? Now let's talk about it. The offending line according to GDB analysis, the code dump is what? 43 number line, this one. That is star PTR equals to 0. Now after issuing the print command, that is on pointer variable star PTR, again abbreviated as a P here. The value of pointer variable star PTR is what? Null, that is 0. So the conclusion is the reason for segmentation fault. We had discussed in the previous slide. The segmentation fault was line 11. So it is due to this null pointer, because star PTR equals to null, and this is what one common problem. So this is scored. Now next is what? Debug session in GDB. So again this is one command line. So the program must have been compiled with the debug flag enabled in the GCC command line for GDB to useful in the context. So this will execute at the breakpoint and C file as well. Now it is having the malloc function, malloc of size is already defined here, and it will have one address of memory. So if something is not working in the debug session, one should immediately check the GDB configuration to make sure that it makes sense for environment. Otherwise what will happen, the target, embedded target, will not be used at all or will not be accessed, and one cannot use your native GDB to debug your target code, obviously, because you have to use cross GDB, because your target code is accessed by your host. So that's why one cannot use your native GDB, has to use cross GDB to debug the target code. So this is how debug session in the GDB. So now in this video we have discussed about GNU debugger and its session analysis. So let's move on to the next video.